The Washington Commanders have just signed defensive tackle DJ Davidson.
Welcome to the Commander's Supreme Club. We are building something legendary here, but we need you strong. Hit that like button right now. Show your power. Share this with your crew. Let them know where the real action is happening. And most importantly, subscribe. Don't miss a single moment of greatness. Join the family. We are waiting for you.
Yes. So the Washington Commanders have just signed DJ Davidson, defensive tackle from the New York Giants. He's more really like a nose guard over there, if I'm not mistaken. He's quick, big, and I don't even think he was a starter over there. No, I don't even think he was a starter over there. I think he was more of a guy, more of a rotational guy. A guy he could start if need be. But I tell you what, if he get them hands on you, you going down. You know. But when he was I remember when the Commanders played them, New York Giants, he made plays. You're not gonna run up in that middle like that now. You're gonna put them hands on you now. You know, I remember when he got drafted 5th round with the Jets in 2022. And I think he was with them for 4 years. And then he ended up with the New York Giants last year. And now he's with the Washington Commanders. I don't know how much he's getting paid. No one's talking about it. I don't expect too many people to talk about him because nobody really knows who he is, to be honest. It's that happens, man. The most popular players get all the attention, and the players that the least known almost gets none. That's just what it is in the NFL, But I know who he is. That's why I'm doing this. But like I said, I don't know how much he's getting paid. And then you got people leaving comments on here saying, so Payne is cooked because we got DTs for days. Well, not really. They don't really have a lot of defensive tackles like that. You got Settle. They don't really have, some of them guys haven't been signed yet. They got re-signed yet. Or they haven't re-signed anybody new. Most of those guys that they had, they're free agents. And no disrespect to DJ Davidson, he's not better than Payne. Settle's not better than Payne either. So, the funny thing about the NFL is really the media. I would say is like the mainstream media, sports media. It always seems like the top guy, the media always targets, and they have a problem with the top guys making top money. Because if the top guy making the most money do anything right, because if he's getting top money, they'll say, well, he's getting paid too much money, he ain't worth it. And if he's getting top money, they'll say, well, he ain't good enough, and then over a year or two, they're trying to, you just trade him. He's getting paid too much money anyway. It's like, it's always, any position that's getting top dollar, it always seems like people within the media, they're never happy for that player that's getting paid top money. They're never happy for the player. Never. It's all, you can be like Terry McLaurin. Look what happened with Terry McLaurin. There's people already saying after this season, or no, the season coming up, there's people already saying that Terry McLaurin should be traded because he's getting paid too much money already. And the season hasn't even started yet. So it's always this thing where if you're the top guy making top money at your position, people within the media and even fans want that player to be traded because he ain't worth the money. He's not even worth the extension in most cases. You know, I just don't see a lot of people within the sports mainstream media and even the fans happy for players when they get a lot of money or make a lot of money. I think that's a lot of jealousy and envy there. That I think that's where a lot of that stems from. You know, it seems like the player that's making the most money can't do anything right after they get the contract. You know, the level of expectation goes through the roof. All of a sudden, before they got the money, it was like, oh, he's a great player. He's a good player. You know, no problem. But as soon as he got that money, as soon as he got a new contract, all of a sudden, you know, they looking for the nitpick and point out anything. That's what it seems like to me. You know, but hey, you might not see it that way, but maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just the people that I listen to online and the fans I listen to online or whatever. You know, you tell me what you think. So you think DJ Davidson, good pick, bad pick? You know, like I said, I don't know how much money he's going to be getting paid. More than likely, it's a 1-year deal with the Washington Commanders, and I think it's a good pickup. He could be a good rotational guy. You know, if he needed to start, if somebody got hurt, he can go right in and it would be no drop off. He's a solid player, you know. 9 times out of 10, he didn't get the opportunities because he drafted in the 5th round. You know, anything after the 3rd round nothing is guaranteed. There's nothing given to you. You're going to have to work for it. And even if you work for it, you still might not be given because of the politics that comes along with the draft. That's just, it is what it is. You know, you're not going to get the benefit of the doubt if you got drafted after the 3rd round, from what I was told by a lot of players that's in the NFL and that used to be in the NFL. You know, that's what I've been told by people that's used to play the game and that are in the game. And then you have some that just never got drafted. This is what I've been told, you know. 1st, 2nd, 3rd round, you get the benefit of the doubt. They push you through. They don't want you to fail. You get opportunities after opportunities, even if you get hurt. If you a 5th rounder, you get hurt, you're gone. You know, you probably gonna be gone. You're probably gonna be finished. 6th, 7th round, forget about it. The NFL is a cold game, man. So hey, share this episode. Until next time, I'm out.
Like and subscribe.